Well, economic trouble is coming. We are going to see millions and millions of Americans struggle through the next 6 to 12 months. According to economists, millions of Americans will not keep their same life that they currently have in the near future. We are going to see substantial changes. This means job loss. This means health restrictions. This means people are going to struggle financially, physically, mentally, and so much more. Today I want to break down what's going on, what the Trump administration is currently doing. We are 24 hours away from tariffs going into effect, and what economists are saying at this time. So I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, explain what is going on and how you will be impacted. Even though you may not experience a layoff, you will still be impacted a great deal financially. So again, I'm going to break this down in just a moment, explain what is happening. But before I do, all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So first things first, what is happening tomorrow? Well, tomorrow is the day that tariffs take effect. Look at this. It says Trump's tariffs to take immediate effect according to the White House. That is what they said just today. And no, even though today is April 1st, these are not April Fool's jokes. This is serious. Look at this. It says right here, my understanding is that the tariff announcement will come tomorrow. They will be effective immediately, and the president has been teasing this for quite some time. This is according to Caroline Leavitt. She told reporters today it is coming. Okay, look at this. It says Trump on April 2nd plans to roll out tariffs on global trading partners during an event planned for 4 p.m. in the White House Rose Garden. What you need to understand is this is just the beginning. Okay, I've been saying this for a couple weeks now, that this is going to be the beginning. We saw the tariffs go into effect for China. We're already seeing some issues there. We've seen the tariffs be threatened to Canada and Mexico. Well, we've seen the issues there. We've also seen the economy change and adjust. Just look at this though. This is how important and how big this is going to be. It says the White House is considering a roughly 20% tariff on most imports. That is what we learned just the other day. The reason why this is so big is because 20% on top of everything, again, is going to be difficult. But it doesn't mean 20% is guaranteed. This is what they believe is the goal is 20%. And if we do achieve this 20% goal, according to multiple economists and different reports over the past few days, is we could actually see about $6 trillion coming into the United States. That's a massive number, especially as we have over $36 trillion in federal debt. And at this time, millions of Americans are just struggling to get by. So we'll see what happens. But just know, the end goal is President Trump wants to bring tariffs in so that we can eliminate taxes on a federal level. That's the big news. But I want to show you something. Because yes, tariffs are going to play a major role in this economy moving forward. But what is going on right now? How are we also saving money? Because again, this is a two-part plan. What the federal government is trying to do is, number one, save money. Number two, bring in more money. Well, they bring in more money by imposing tariffs. How do they save money? Well, this is one of the ways. It says thousands of workers at nation's health agencies brace for mass layoffs. Now you're probably thinking, well, this doesn't impact me. I don't work for the federal government. I don't work for any health agency. I'm completely immune. I'm fine. Well, not so much. Not only is it the health agencies, but look at this. This is from Bloomberg just this morning. It says federal workers get second Musk buyout offer. This is not going out to every single federal worker, but some federal agencies are now receiving the second buyout offer, saying that they will pretty much pay your salary and give you benefits all the way until September 30th. Some people are going to take this. Again, they are saying it's voluntary though. Okay, look at this. It says the transportation department gave workers through April 7th, so they got 7 days, to accept the deal, which it said was strictly voluntary. It said employees who take the offer will receive pay and benefits through September 30th and be excluded from other reductions in force or forms of involuntary separation. Okay, so again, it gives them a little bit of certainty there that if they take it, they get pay and benefits all the way till September 30th. Now, I know what you're thinking, well, again, it doesn't impact me. This doesn't affect me at all. Well, think about this for a second. So I have a friend that he owns it's a little deli. It's next to a federal building. The federal building, before everything, the whole pandemic happened and people were working remotely, his deli was doing phenomenal. Okay, he was looking at like franchising, wanted to go out and build and kind of create additional stores, and so he has this deli. He still has it to this day. So everything was booming. He was doing extremely well before the pandemic. The pandemic hit. He struggled. He struggled immensely. Then we got through the pandemic, and now people were supposed to go back to work. Well, again, his business started to do very well. Not pre-pandemic numbers, but started to do very well. Okay? Here's the thing. As those voluntary layoffs were happening, where people could accept this delayed resignation, when that happened back in February, what happened was many of the people that were in the office building next to him decided to take it. Well, as they did, his business took a hit. He is not in the federal government building. He's near it. Okay? He's near the building. He does not work for the federal government. His spouse does not work for the federal government. His children have nothing coming from the federal government. So again, you think he's pretty much isolated, right? He's immune to anything that happens. No, his business took a hit. As his business took a hit, he had to lay off not one, but 3 employees. Okay. Not only did he have to lay off employees, then he scrapped his whole plan of creating additional stores as well, additional delis. So again, this is just my take on this. Every single person is going to be impacted. Here's what you need to know. Those workers that get laid off, how it's going to directly impact the U.S. economy is those workers are now going to go on unemployment. They're going to be searching for additional jobs. As they go and search for a new job, guess what? That means more workers, more possible workers, prospects are looking for the same positions, which means it's harder for people with less experience, okay, or no education. If you fall within those categories, again, this is going to be a problem. Here's how it indirectly affects the U.S. economy. It was going to cause these people that were just laid off, they're going to stop spending money. You're not going to see them going to buy a car. You won't see them going to buy a new home. You're not going to see them going on vacations. Okay? Again, they're going to stop spending money. Not only that, they're not going to invest into renovations in their home. They're not going to pay off debt because, again, they are going to think, you know what? I'd rather have the savings, which I know is there, than to pay off all my debt. And then what if those cards get canceled? Yeah, they're not going to do that. So again, banks are going to feel the pain as well. Here's another big one. Okay? Traveling, tourism. If you live in a town, in a city that is mainly for tourism, okay? If you live in, certain cities, especially, things on like the coast where people love to go see the water, spend time at the beach, Hawaii is going to take a massive hit, okay? But if you live in a city that has a lot of tourists that come in and spend money, you're going to take a hit. So you're going to see the revenue coming in from taxes is going to be way less. Okay, businesses are going to struggle. Hotels are going to struggle. That's the issue. So we are about to see these economic issues. They're going to hit us full force. So just understand right now that tariffs are also going to come into effect. We're also seeing at the same time mass layoffs all over the country. Now I know mass layoffs. You're thinking, I haven't heard of any mass layoffs. Well, yeah, we're not seeing Walmart coming out and saying, yeah, we're going to reduce our workforce by 20,000 employees. You're not seeing that. But what you are seeing is certain Walmart stores are laying off employees. 3 or 4 here, 5, 6 there, right? You got local grocery stores laying off employees, like 5 or 6, 7 employees getting laid off there, right? Tech companies laying off hundreds here, hundreds there, hundreds there. It all adds up. So just understand at this time, millions of Americans are not going to make it through this without a change. We are going to see massive changes. So I just wanted to share that with you because I know a lot of people right now are saying, well, these layoffs don't impact me. Okay? These layoffs do impact you. Myself as well. I'm not a federal employee. But I can tell you right now, if all these people get laid off, okay, and they stop spending money, then advertisers on YouTube stop advertising. People maybe can't afford internet, don't have time to watch YouTube. Maybe it impacts me because the stock market sells off. That's the reason why I do these videos on YouTube. Okay? So yes, it impacts me as well. And I just want to share that with you because I know a lot of people are saying, well, it doesn't impact me. I could care less. It will impact you no matter what. So that's what I have for you guys today. Again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.